Welcome to Old Coin Treasure. Today, we're exploring three amazing US quarter dollar coins that every collector should know: the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, the 1999 D Georgia State Quarter, 1788 to 1999, the 2003 D Alabama State Quarter, 1819 to 2003, and the 2007 D Washington State Quarter, 1889 to 2007. These coins celebrate important moments in American history and are favorites among collectors. Stay with us to discover their history, unique designs, mint marks, possible values, and the rare errors that could make some examples worth far more than face value. If you love old coins and hidden treasures, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter dollar is one of the most famous modern coins ever produced by the United States of America. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary quarter, but its special dual date and unique reverse design make it stand out from every other Washington quarter. Created to celebrate America's 200th birthday, this coin represents 2 centuries of freedom, independence, and national pride. Millions of Americans kept these quarters as souvenirs, while collectors around the world continue searching for high-grade examples, silver versions, rare mint errors, and proof coins. Even today, the Bicentennial Quarter remains one of the most recognized and collected coins in U.S. history. Although the coin displays the dual date 1776 to 1976, it was produced during 1975 and 1976 because the United States Mint did not strike any quarters dated 1975. Instead, every quarter produced during those 2 years carried the special bicentennial date to honor the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The coin was issued by the United States of America and was struck at 3 different mints. Coins from Philadelphia have no mint mark, Denver coins carry the D mint mark, and San Francisco coins display the S mint mark, with many of the San Francisco pieces produced as proof or special collector editions. The obverse of the Bicentennial Quarter continues the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, whose original Washington Quarter design first appeared in 1932. For the bicentennial issue, only the date was changed from a single year to the historic 1776 to 1976 inscription. The reverse was completely redesigned by Jack L. R., whose winning design was selected through a nationwide competition. His artwork shows a proud colonial drummer standing with a victory torch surrounded by 13 stars, representing the original 13 American colonies. This patriotic design became one of the most memorable coin designs ever created by the United States Mint. The standard circulation Bicentennial Quarter is made from 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, giving it its familiar silver-colored appearance while remaining durable for everyday use. The special collector versions struck in San Francisco were also produced in 40% silver, making them especially popular among collectors. The coin weighs 5.67 grams in its copper-nickel version and 5.75 grams in the silver version. It has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, a thickness of about 1.75 millimeters, and a reeded edge. These specifications match the regular Washington Quarter series, making the bicentennial issue easy to circulate alongside other quarters. The reason for releasing this coin was to celebrate one of the most important events in American history, the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, signed in 1776. Rather than producing a completely new quarter, the United States Mint chose to preserve George Washington's portrait while introducing a one-time commemorative reverse design. This allowed Americans to carry a piece of their nation's history in everyday pocket change. The Bicentennial Quarter became a symbol of patriotism and national celebration during the country's bicentennial festivities, and many people saved examples as keepsakes instead of spending them. The Bicentennial Quarter was produced in enormous numbers. More than 1.6 billion circulation coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, over 860 million at the Denver Mint, and millions more proof and silver collector coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint. Because of this massive mintage, most circulated bicentennial quarters are still common today and are generally worth only their face value. However, exceptional uncirculated examples, silver collector editions, proof coins with deep mirror surfaces, and coins certified in the highest mint state grades can be worth significantly more. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting collector value. Collectors also search for rare Bicentennial Quarter varieties and mint errors. Off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planches, broad strikes, die cracks, struck-through errors, and dramatic die misalignments can all command strong premiums when professionally authenticated. Some collectors also look for unusually sharp strikes with outstanding detail or beautiful natural toning that developed over many years. While genuine error coins are uncommon, they continue to excite collectors because each one is unique and tells its own story of the minting process. One of the most interesting facts about the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter is that many people mistakenly believe every example is valuable simply because of its special date. In reality, most circulated coins remain common due to their huge production numbers. However, this does not reduce their historical importance. The coin remains one of the most beloved commemorative circulation coins ever issued by the United States. Silver versions, high-grade examples, proof coins, and authenticated mint errors continue to attract strong interest from collectors and often sell for much higher prices than ordinary circulation pieces. For many collectors, the Bicentennial Quarter represents both American history and the excitement of searching for hidden treasures. In conclusion, the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter dollar is much more than an ordinary 25-cent coin. It celebrates 200 years of American independence, honors George Washington, features a unique colonial drummer design, and remains one of the most iconic coins in modern United States history. Although most examples are worth only face value, rare mint errors, silver editions, proof coins, and superb uncirculated specimens can be much more valuable. Before spending your next Bicentennial Quarter, take a close look at its mint mark, condition, and overall appearance. You might discover a collectible piece of history hiding in your own pocket or coin collection. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, your next valuable coin could be waiting to be found. The 1999 Georgia State Quarter is one of the most recognized coins in the United States Mint's famous 50 State Quarters program. Although it has a face value of only 25 cents, this coin tells the story of Georgia's rich history and its important place in the development of the United States. Millions of Americans used this coin in everyday transactions, but collectors quickly realized that each state quarter represented more than money. It celebrated the history, culture, and identity of an individual state. Today, the Georgia Quarter remains a favorite among collectors because of its attractive design, historical meaning, and the possibility of finding valuable mint errors or high-grade examples. The coin was issued in 1999 by the United States of America to honor the state of Georgia, which became the fourth state to join the Union on January 2, 1788. The dates 1788 to 1999 on the reverse represent Georgia's year of statehood and the year this commemorative quarter was released. The coin was created as part of the 50 State Quarters program, a nationwide series introduced by the United States Mint to celebrate all 50 states in the order they entered the Union. The program encouraged millions of people to collect coins and learn more about American history, making it one of the most successful coin programs ever introduced in the country. Like all circulating state quarters, the Georgia Quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington on the obverse. The original portrait was designed by John Flanagan, while the updated portrait used for the State Quarters program was slightly modified to fit the new series. The reverse design honoring Georgia was created by T. James Ferrell and sculpted by United States Mint engravers. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D, and the San Francisco Mint, S, for collector-proof coins. Each mint produced coins with excellent detail to celebrate this historic program. The obverse of the coin displays the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and Quarter Dollar. The date 1999 appears on the front because that is the year the coin was issued. This classic portrait has appeared on American quarters for decades and remains one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. The reverse of the Georgia Quarter is what makes this coin truly special. At the center is the outline of the state of Georgia, with a large peach, the official state fruit, placed over the map. Branches of the beautiful live oak tree, Georgia's official state tree, surround the design. Above the artwork appears the word Georgia, while the dates 1788 to 1999 remind collectors of the state's admission to the Union and the coin's year of release. The state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation, is proudly displayed across a banner, representing the principles that have guided Georgia throughout its history. Every element on the reverse was carefully selected to celebrate the state's natural beauty, agriculture, and heritage. The Georgia Quarter was produced in very large numbers to meet public demand. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of coins, while the Denver Mint also produced hundreds of millions more. In addition, the San Francisco Mint created proof versions for collectors in both clad and silver proof sets. Because so many were minted, circulated examples are generally worth only their face value. However, coins preserved in exceptional mint state condition, certified with high grades, or found with rare mint errors can sell for much higher prices. Collectors especially value flawless coins with strong strikes and original mint luster. Several rare varieties and mint errors have made the 1999 Georgia Quarter even more exciting for collectors. Some examples have been discovered with off-center strikes, clipped planches, die cracks, struck-through errors, broad strikes, and double dies. Although these errors are uncommon, authenticated examples can command impressive premiums depending on their rarity and condition. Professional grading also plays an important role, as high-grade mint state coins and proof coins with perfect surfaces are much more valuable than ordinary circulated examples. These possibilities continue to inspire collectors to search through rolls of quarters and old collections. Today, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter remains one of the most popular coins in the entire 50 State Quarters program. It represents not only the history of Georgia but also one of the greatest coin collecting programs ever launched by the United States Mint. Its beautiful reverse design, historical symbolism, and collectible varieties make it appealing to both beginners and experienced numismatists. Before you spend your next Georgia Quarter, take a close look at its date, mint mark, and condition. A simple 25-cent coin could hold more history, and possibly more value, than you ever expected. Keep checking your pocket change and coin collection, because your next hidden treasure might already be waiting to be discovered. The 2003 Alabama State Quarter is one of the most memorable coins released in the famous United States 50 State Quarters program. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but it represents the rich history, culture, and achievements of the state of Alabama. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, allowing people across America to learn about each state's unique identity through everyday pocket change. Today, the 2003 Alabama Quarter remains popular with collectors because of its beautiful design, historical significance, and the possibility of finding rare mint errors or exceptional high-grade examples. The front of the coin displays George Washington facing left, surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and Quarter Dollar. The D mint mark appears near the date, identifying the Denver Mint as the place where this coin was struck. Although the obverse design is familiar to Americans, it continues to symbolize leadership, freedom, and the nation's long history. The updated portrait maintained the traditional appearance while fitting perfectly into the State Quarters series. The reverse of the 2003 Alabama Quarter is what truly makes this coin special. It features a graceful portrait of Helen Keller, one of Alabama's most famous historical figures. Helen Keller became deaf and blind as a young child but went on to become an internationally respected author, educator, and advocate for people with disabilities. Her name appears in both English and Braille, making this the first circulating United States coin to include Braille. Beside her portrait is a longleaf pine branch, Alabama's official state tree, along with a magnolia blossom, the official state flower. The inscription, Spirit of Courage, honors Helen Keller's determination and lifelong achievements. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Alabama State Quarters in 2003, making the coin widely available in circulation. Because of this large mintage, most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, collectors actively search for coins in outstanding uncirculated condition, especially those with sharp details, brilliant luster, and very few marks. Certified mint state examples with high grades often sell for premiums because they are much harder to find than ordinary circulated coins. Several mint errors and varieties have made the 2003 Alabama quarter even more interesting to collectors. Off-center strikes, clipped planches, die cracks, broad strikes, struck-through errors, and double-struck coins are among the most desirable mistakes. Although these errors are uncommon, authenticated examples can command significant prices depending on their rarity and condition. Collectors also carefully examine coins for unusually strong strikes, attractive toning, and outstanding eye appeal, which can increase their value. One of the most fascinating facts about this coin is its tribute to Helen Keller through the use of Braille. This historic feature made the Alabama quarter stand out from every other state quarter released before it. The design not only honors an extraordinary woman but also highlights Alabama's commitment to education, courage, and perseverance. The combination of Helen Keller, the longleaf pine, the magnolia flower, and the inspiring motto creates one of the most meaningful reverse designs in the entire state quarters program. Many collectors consider it one of the most beautiful and historically important state quarters ever produced. In conclusion, the 2003 Alabama State Quarter is much more than an ordinary 25-cent coin. It celebrates Alabama's admission to the Union in 1819, honors the remarkable life of Helen Keller, and represents one of the most creative designs in modern American coinage. While most examples remain common, rare mint errors and superb uncirculated coins continue to attract collectors around the world. Before you spend your spare change, take a closer look at every Alabama quarter you find. You never know, you might discover a high-grade coin or a rare mint error hiding in your own collection. Keep searching, keep collecting, and remember that every coin has a story waiting to be discovered. The 2007 Washington State Quarter with the P mint mark is one of the most popular coins in the United States 50 State Quarters program. Although it is worth only 25 cents in everyday use, this coin has become a favorite among collectors because of its beautiful design, historical meaning, and connection to the state of Washington. Millions of people collected these quarters when they were first released, hoping to complete the entire 50-state series. Today, collectors continue searching for high-grade examples, mint errors, and attractive uncirculated coins that stand out from ordinary pocket change. The P mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important minting facilities in the United States. The obverse portrait of George Washington was originally created by sculptor John Flanagan, while the special Washington State reverse was designed by United States mint artists and sculptors specifically for this commemorative issue. The coin is made from a copper core with outer layers of copper and nickel, giving it a bright silver-colored appearance. It weighs 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge. These specifications match other modern circulating Washington quarters. The front, or obverse, features the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Around the portrait are the inscriptions United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, $quarter, and the date 2007. The small P mint mark appears near the date, identifying it as a Philadelphia Mint issue. This classic portrait has appeared on American quarters for decades and represents leadership, courage, and the nation's founding principles. The United States Mint released this quarter to honor Washington's admission to the Union and to educate Americans about each state's history and culture. The 50 State Quarters program encouraged millions of people, including children and beginning collectors, to learn more about American history through coin collecting. The Washington Quarter quickly became one of the most recognized issues in the series because of its attractive artwork and meaningful symbols. It also inspired many families to build complete collections of all 50 state quarters. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of 2007 Washington State Quarters, making circulated examples common today. However, collectors know that not all coins are equal. Coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition, especially those with sharp details and strong luster, are much more desirable. Some coins with certified high grades or exceptional eye appeal can sell for premiums far above their face value. Proof coins produced for collectors and rare mint errors are also highly sought after in the numismatic market. Collectors also search for unusual varieties and mint errors on the 2007 Washington Quarter. Off-center strikes, clipped planches, die cracks, struck-through errors, double strikes, and other genuine mint mistakes can make an otherwise common coin much more valuable. While most Washington state quarters remain worth only 25 cents, authenticated error coins and top-quality uncirculated examples may be worth significantly more. This possibility keeps collectors checking their pocket change and searching through coin rolls for hidden treasures. The 2007 Washington State Quarter remains an important part of modern American coin collecting because it combines history, beautiful artwork, and national pride. It reminds us of Washington's journey to statehood in 1889 and celebrates the state's famous mountains, rivers, and wildlife. Even though millions were produced, finding one in outstanding condition or with a rare mint error is still exciting for collectors. Before you spend your next quarter, take a close look at the date, mint mark, and overall condition. You never know, you could already have a collectible coin hiding in your pocket. Keep checking your coins, continue learning about their history, and enjoy the exciting world of coin collecting. Thank you for watching Old Coin Treasure. We hope you enjoyed learning about the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter, 1999 D Georgia Quarter, 2003 D Alabama Quarter, and 2007 D Washington Quarter. Remember, some coins may look ordinary but can be worth much more because of their condition, mint mark, or rare errors. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to Old Coin Treasure. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about rare coins, valuable quarters, dollar coins, pennies, nickels, and hidden treasures. Tell us in the comments which coin you'd like us to feature next. Thank you for being part of the Old Coin Treasure family. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and you might discover your next valuable coin. Goodbye, and happy coin hunting!